Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new Halacha for you, and it's for Sunday the 18th of October. Here we go. You are now in the middle of a two-day Rosh Chodesh. If it's any time between Saturday night and Monday end of day when you're calling, it's two-day Rosh Chodesh. Saturday night and Sunday marks the last day of Tishrei. Sunday night and Monday marks the first day of Mar Cheshvan, and of course you should be saying all of your Rosh Chodesh additions in all of your davening. In Hallel, we say what we call the half Hallel on Rosh Chodesh, and that means that we skip two internal paragraphs in Hallel. We won't go into that or what they are, but it's all clearly listed in your siddur, and a lot of you know that. What I wanted to do now is clearly delineate for you the proper way to respond to Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Leolam Chasto when the Chazan recites it. To make it simple, what I'll do is I'll call the lines line 1, 2, 3, and 4. When the Chazan says line 1, Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Leolam Chasto, your response is supposed to be line 1 and line 2. In other words, when he says Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Leolam Chasto, you repeat Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Leolam Chasto, and then you say line 2, which I think is Yom Arno Yisrael Ki Leolam Chasto. And then he says, the Chazan says line 2, and you respond by saying line 1 and 3. And then he says line 3, you respond by saying line 1 and 4. And then when he says the fourth line, then you respond by saying just line 1. I know that sounds a little complicated, but basically every time the Chazan says a line, you say Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Leolam Chasto as your beginning, and then after it you say, as your first response, the second line, Hodu Lashem Ki Tov in the second line, Hodu Lashem Ki Tov in the third line, Hodu Lashem Ki Tov in the fourth line, and last time you just say Hodu Lashem Ki Tov. I hope that way sounded less complicated. Here it is last time. Chazan says his first thing, you respond by saying Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Leolam Chasto and line number 2. When he says the second thing, you say Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Leolam Chasto and line number 3. When he says the next thing, you say Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Leolam Chasto and you say line number 4. And then when he says the last one, you say Hodu Lashem Ki Tov Ki Leolam Chasto. If you're still mixed up and you didn't know about this, then I still succeeded because I've taught you that there's a special way to respond. And if you're still confused about it, please speak to your local Orthodox rabbi. He'll help explain it to you. That's the proper way to respond when the Chazan's saying those 4 lines of Hallel. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye, and have a good Chodesh, a great month. Bye-bye.